we're here to talk about your new show, Red Oaks.
Yes.
What is it about?
It is about, essentially we find this guy called David Myers, a kid who's a tennis pro at a country club, and it's about him navigating his way through this world full of idiosyncratic characters and basically trying to find out who he is and what he wants to do.
He gets up to all kinds of things in this, doesn't he?
Yes, he does a lot of stuff, which is good. Plays a lot of tennis. He likes film. Yeah, it's good, and he has a girlfriend that, you know, he's questioning whether he wants to be with her and all this kind of stuff. Yes, it's cool. It's very relatable.
It's a real coming-of-age tale, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of Graduate-esque, I suppose, which is cool. It's very coming of age, but I think we're all kind of coming of age, so it's kind of relatable. We never know everything, so it's kind of cool to see that.
How does David relate to you specifically?
Well, weirdly, he doesn't really want to do what his dad wants him to do. Not that I can relate to that, but he wants to like make film. And when I was shooting the pilot, I started making a film, so I could relate to that, and was in a long-term relationship. So yeah, I can relate to most things. He's just this average guy just trying to survive, which is relatable.
Have you ever been to a place like Red Oaks before?
Nope, this was my first time. It's cool. It's crazy. It's cool. It's very cool. It was my first time even in New York. It was a bizarre experience.
So you've never been to sort of like, I know it's like a country club, isn't it? So you've never been to that sort of place or a holiday sort of place?
No, anything with the word club in it, I'm not very good in. I'm rejected from most places that are clubs, just because I'm not somebody that looks like somebody that would entertain somebody in a club. So, yeah.
And are you really any good at tennis?
I'm terrible. No, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm fine, I think. That was like 3 different ways of describing it. Yeah, I'm okay. I was bad, and then I got better. But that's it. I'm not Murray.
But so it is you playing all those
I'm
things.
playing most of it.
Because you're quite frantic in the first episode.
yeah. There's a lot of tennis in that. Yeah, it was good. It was it was fun. It was like I turned up to do a job, and then I just played tennis for all of it. It was really fun. But I find tennis probably the most enjoyable sport to watch, so I'm very lucky that it's that.
The show's set in the 80s.
Yes.
Not wishing to age you prematurely, because I know you slightly bypassed that decade.
I'm a 90s.
But do you think it would have been a decade you would have enjoyed growing up in?
I think so. I would have liked to wear denim and let that be acceptable. And slow music and stuff. Yeah, I think I think 80s is cool. I love 80s movies just because there's a lot of innocence in them and stuff. So I would have liked to have been in it. But I don't know how I would have been in it. Probably not very cool.
Would you have had really big hair?
Yes. My hair is kind of big anyway. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would have probably.
So you say you like 80s film, do you like 80s music? Because it's got a cracking soundtrack,
It's got a great soundtrack, yeah. One thing they've done very well with it is, like, they've not got, especially in this season, I don't think they've gone for, like, the stereotypical classic 80s songs, which I think is cool. They've gone slightly left field with them and stuff, so hopefully it'll be a soundtrack of music that not everybody has heard as well, so I think that's really cool. They've done a good job with it.
And Jennifer Grey plays your mum.
Yes.
What was that like?
She's amazing. She's the most lovely person I've ever met in my life. She's so lovely and just very funny and so committed to it. And yeah, it was weird. It's like a crash course in acting. There's so many great actors in it, and the writers are amazing and the directors. It was, yeah, I felt very lucky to be there. I didn't know why I was there.
She's inarguably one of the most famous movies from the 80s.
Yes.
Did she tell you any funny stories, like in between filming of sort of that time?
Yeah, not that I can remember, but yeah, she definitely had, anecdotes and stuff, and I just wanted to pick her brains about Ferris Bueller, because I think that's such an interesting movie. Such an interesting movie, like the narrative of it, that like the main character is not the main character and stuff. Like that movie is so interesting. And it's, again, the innocence, like, he skips school and goes to an art gallery, and it's like, that's badass. Like, that wouldn't be badass now. You have to blow a house up or do something to impress people. So
you sort of based on both sides of the Atlantic, though, now? Because you have quite an unusual accent.
Yeah, it's just nasal. It's annoying, in my head, anyway. I live in London, so I live in London, but I have family in Wales, so I go there a lot, but I don't have a place over there, no. It's a nice place to visit, I think. But at New York, I just recently spent time in. I really liked that. That was really cool. That was kind of like an in-between of London and LA, which I thought was pretty cool.
It's an exciting place. How do you find the fame side of things? Do you enjoy it?
I'm not really involved in it. I'm not very famous or anything.
You don't feel famous?
No, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it means to be famous. But yeah, it's a very weird thing. I kind of just work and then, like I said, hide away or hibernate. So I'm not very involved in the cult that is fame, I suppose.
You're on Twitter?
I'm on Twitter. Does that make you famous?
People like to think so, I think.
I think people are following the wrong person if people follow me.
Oh, no.
No, maybe not. Maybe they. I don't know. Maybe they're not. I don't. Yeah, yeah. But fame is good. I think. I don't know.
Can I just ask one last question? When you
Yeah.
go home to Wales, what do your family think of sort of your success?
Oh yeah, my family they're so removed from the industry. That's why I like going back there all the time and stuff, because it's like I just go there and do nothing essentially. But yeah, they're very happy that I'm working and I have a job, I suppose. But yeah, I owe a lot to them for like helping me when I was younger and stuff and supporting me doing it. I feel very grateful.